G'day, members of the vinyl collecting fraternity. It's Wolfie here, and I've just got something to talk about today. I haven't got any vinyl, but oh, look, I've just been invaded by my cat. Meow. That's Vicky. Um, yeah, you know how you go to a record shop and you find a record that you really like, and you think, "Oh, I'll have that," and you hand over your money and you bring the record home and you slap it on the turntable straight away and you listen to it. Well, there's another kind of person, the person who sort of walks into a record shop and they see that Lou Reed record that they really wanted and they think to themselves, yeah, I'll have that. And then they'll get home and they sort of put it away in their collection and they don't touch it for like months until one evening they sort of go, you know, I'm in a real Lou Reed sort of mood, so I'll just go and pull out that record and I'll plonk it on the turntable and Bob's your uncle, okay? You know that kind of person, and there's a few of us out there. Um, well, I saw something quite disturbing that was on a Facebook group that I'm on, Vinyl Hoarders. If you haven't heard of that, go and have a look at it. It's really good. There's a lot of active users and you get to see a lot of stuff. A lot of nice photos of various records and collections and stuff, solutions for problems and things. And I also have my own groups called Wolfie's Vinyl where I upload my own photos of things like that. So you can go and perv on that if you want. It's also on Google+. Go and see it any old time. Anyway, there was this guy who was in the latter category, right? And he thought to himself, yeah, I feel like playing my record now. So he went to his collection and pulled it out and ripped off the plastic, only to find it looked like it had been trodden on by elephants. Just kind of dropped on concrete and scratched to Billy-O, and it was a shocker, mate. So, what do you do? I mean, months after you've purchased a record, you've pulled it open and you find this. What happens? I believe that he contacted his supplier about it. I don't know what has happened since, but there you go. Now, you might think to yourself, oh, well, that's a one-off. It's like the lady down the road got some weird disease and she put coconut oil on and she cured herself, It happens every so often, but never to you. Well, it's a bit like that, It's a bit one of those one-off kind of freaky stories that you hear now and then. But funny enough, there was a whole lot of people who wrote back and said, "That happened to me." So I mean, what do you do? Are you going to sort of leave your records be and keep them sealed and stuff and think eventually, maybe, like in 10 years' time, pull your record out and go, yeah, I'll listen to that and find this? What do you do about it? Well, you can't do anything about it, really. I mean, and the thing is with me, I like to keep my records sealed because I'm a collector rather than a listener as such. I mean, I like my music and I've got lots of digital stuff to sort of pass my time with and listen to, and I'm happy with that. I'm not much of a record playing fan. I used to be during the 80s when it was about the only thing that I could get my hands on apart from cassettes. And I never liked cassettes because they chew. But yeah, the pain of looking after records and cleaning them and no. And collecting them, yeah. Keeping them sealed, yeah, fine. Okay, good. We'll do that. And then maybe I can flog them later, But I know there's a bunch of you who like to play your records, and great. I mean, I'm all for that. If you've got a house and you've got lots of storage and you can clean your records and afford a reasonable stereo system and sit there and relax and enjoy your vinyl, good for you. Excellent stuff. But I mean, to be caught in this situation, it sucks, doesn't it? And for me, someone who does collect their records and keep them sealed and think to myself one day, oh, I might sell that to someone, and someone's thinking, I'd really love to play that record, and they get it, and I might have had it in storage for a decade, and quite literally too. It might be 10 years before I start thinking, will I axe a few of these? Will I put them on eBay or Discogs or something like that? I don't really want someone writing back and going, my record's all scratched up. Okay, I'll do a refund, but that's about all I can do. I wonder if it's got something to do with the lost art of record producing. I mean, I saw music on vinyl making a lot of records, and the records were coming out of the machine, ka-chunk, 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 and then they was sort of being pushed along, and they went onto a spindle thing, and they dropped, and there was a sort of a spacer dropped onto that, and then the next record, so that there's a little gap, so they don't just fall on top of each other. But then I saw a video of another company making records, and they were just falling on top of each other, and I was thinking, oh no, I'm thinking there must be a lot of scratches. That's terrible. And there's a lot of people who grew up with CD, and they're just starting to make records now, and they have no idea about how delicate these bloody things are. I hate I have a love-hate relationship with vinyl. I love it. It's got this mystical quality about it. But then on the other end of the scale, oh no, please. So I don't know. I don't know whether people have lost the idea that, we should handle this as if it's a museum piece. With kid gloves on, and, being real delicate and putting them in the packets very carefully and sealing them up carefully and shipping them out to people who want them. It can be a bit of a disaster. Anyway, I can't remember which record this was in particular, but I do remember reading that somebody else complained that they bought a DVD box set and they had that problem as well. So the DVDs wouldn't play either. So that's really bad. So have any of you had that problem? Get back to me and let me know. I'd really like to know. And join the groups, because they're really quite cool. I'm getting some vinyl soon, which probably surprises nobody. It might come today, it might come tomorrow, but I'll make a separate video when it does come. Now, have you seen the new Queen box set? Oh my God, it's really good. Yeah, every record is colored vinyl, and there's a few of the last ones that were made for just CDs. And so what happened is, even though apparently Queen had a thing about vinyl, apparently that's the story, and they wanted all their stuff to come out on vinyl, but the last few records apparently were missing tracks because CDs play longer than vinyl does, right? So they just kind of left out a few tracks, or they edited them down or something. I don't exactly know, but that's what they did. So what they've done is they've put these extra tracks onto another record, and they've left the fourth side completely blank, and they've done etches on them. Yeah, and they're all colored. And there's a book and everything, and there's MP3 downloads as well. Prefer FLAC, but okay. But it's quite expensive. It's about 15 albums in all. I mean, wow. I looked up the price, and it's about £240, I think it was. I think it was about that. I saw it cheaper at Watt Records than at the Queen official site. So if you want to get it a little bit cheaper, it might be best to go for Watt Records, or there might be some other company over in the States or near you in Sweden, or because I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to come out here for some reason. Things just don't seem to. It might just be in one of the shops locally for a reasonable price, but somehow I doubt it. But anyway, I'm looking at it and I'm going, and drooling a little bit, thinking about that. I was going to get the Art of Noise box set earlier, but they cancelled it. So I'm looking at this now and I'm going, highly desirable. Anyway, from Victoria down on my lap at the moment and myself, very fond farewell. I'll see you later, or you'll see me at least. Do comment, do let me know what's going on, and that'll be good. Take care. Bye bye.